How's it going, everyone? Fargast here with Q&A. Ask Gast number 9. Numéro 9. Let's do it. Captain Pigeon, what's your favorite pizza? I'm a normie, like cheese pizza, meats, the works. I mean, where I'm from, I don't know. I mean, there's like 3 types of pizza from where I live. It's either the works, meats, or like vegetable or like cheese or pepperoni, like the standard stuff. If you had a gun to my head, I guess I would say like meats, because like veggie pizza or like the works is like all the vegetables are like cooked to shit anyway, so like they have like no nutritional value anymore, so they're basically like just nothing really there. Favorite FE4 character, Beowulf. Color craze. If you wanted one FE game cast to meet another one, which 2 casts would you want to meet? Ooh, interesting question. I would say I would like for the FE7 cast to meet the Three Houses cast, under the context that FE7 somehow made their own house and are now part of Three Houses. That'd be pretty cool. Francis Muyaldi, what's your tolerance for spicy foods? I love spicy foods. I put hot sauce on basically everything that I can, except for like dairy. I don't know how high my tolerance is, but I do really like spicy foods. Ricardo C. Who is your favorite FE Manakete? Ooh, I think my favorite Manakete would probably be Nazir or Nils. Favorite non-canon pairing, as in characters who can't S support or their A is platonic? Oh, buddy. Geez. I don't know. Can't S support or their A is platonic? That's a good question. I'd have to like look into that a little bit more. These are all like really good questions to like make into videos. I just realized like these are some interesting questions. What are your thoughts on Abel in FE11 and 12? I'm sure he's great. Rosamune, what is your theory on the Javelins of Light? Those who slither in the dark in use of Fire Emblem Three Houses. Does it have any implications for the greater Fire Emblem universe? Unless you have a crazy theory, then I think they just kind of seem like, well, the first Javelin of Light was from like the goddess, right? I mean, someone can correct me here because I don't really remember that much of it. Oh, that those incidents are used in Fire Emblem Three Houses. Geez, I don't know. I feel like it was like, wasn't it from the god first? Because they smited on the Valley of Torment, and then those who slither in the dark used it as well. I don't know. Like those who slither in the dark have like weird like future tech dubstep music technology, which is like, it really threw me off. And I don't really know how I feel about it. I really have to like dig into that lore and like try to figure out whether I actually like that or not. Chuck Rowe, do you still keep in contact with any of your friends from high school or college? Some, like there's a couple who like you're really good friends, you kind of like stay in touch with for a little bit, or like you kind of have them in the back of your mind, but you don't really like make the effort to talk to them. But funny thing is, I recently, like over the holidays, I caught up with an old basketball high school teammate of mine. And I just told him like, hey, I was thinking you, for some reason I was looking back at my old like, I found my old like junior high basketball warm-up t-shirt, and it made me think of like him. And we just started talking about like what we're doing, and he's doing some really cool analytics shit in the NBA. I'm not even kidding. Like, I don't want to like get into too much detail, but he does like analytics for an NBA team, and he's been doing that for 2 years. So he's in I was gonna say like he's in the States, and he's doing really cool stuff with stats. He was the smartest kid to come out of our high school, and he loved basketball. So like I'm super stoked for him. He's so cool. That alone is like super epic. Braiding, listen, first time commenting for a Ghast video, but hopes this makes sure. Keep up the good content. First question. What would you do to make the story of Crimson Flower Root better? Oh man. I feel like I have to play this game over. It's already kind of escaping me. I don't know. I think, well, the thing is with the pacing of Three Houses is that it goes at like a breakneck pace. Like things just happen so fast and things get forgotten super fast. So I feel like in general, even though every route needs this, I feel like the pacing needs to slow down and there's more chapters need to happen for Crimson Rose. Personally, I also wish that maybe Rhea could have been, I don't know. This might sound like not right, but I feel like I would like to have seen Rhea be kind of more of a threat to Edelgard. Because when I think of Dimitri, like Rhea, or not Dimitri, when I think of like Dimitri, it always felt like Edelgard was always this kind of presence, or she was always an adversary for Dimitri, whether it was when he was punished Dimitri or whether he was like redeemed Dimitri. Like Edelgard as the Flame Emperor, or Edelgard as the Emperor, or reclaiming Ferdiad because of the Empire or whatever. It always just felt like they were always adversarial. But with Black Eagles, it kind of felt like Rhea, honestly, like didn't really even pose that much of a threat to Edelgard the entire time. It always just kind of felt like Rhea was losing every single time. Like she just never got a win. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm misremembering, but it always felt like Edelgard was just like always one step ahead of everybody and just like trampled over pretty much everyone. So maybe if Rhea could be more adversarial. But that's kind of hard because the Empire is just so strong they can just kind of walk over everyone, which is kind of still what happens. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I feel. And maybe if they made Edelgard's not motivations more clear, but like I just feel like a lot of the stuff we learned about hating the church comes like outside of the main story of Black Eagles, and I would wish that like more kind of visceral things happened between Edelgard and the church that really made us sympathize more with Edelgard rather than just kind of like stories and paralogs and stuff, which like reading all the paralogs and having that understanding, yeah, you get the, like, yeah, it's pretty obvious that the crest system is garbage and everyone has been affected by it in most likely a negative way. But I just kind of wish like there was kind of like more in-your-face stuff that happened to the story that made me be like, oh man, this is really easy to understand why. Because it just kind of feels like it's easy to like empathize with Edelgard if you've kind of played a lot of the background stuff, which, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I've always felt about it. Yeah. And the second question is, would you like to see optional mechanics make an appearance in Three Houses like Weapon Triangle Edition, AS system removed? Like to take them out? Well, I like how Maddening has breakers, which really actually made a big difference in Maddening mode. Like having breakers on every enemy really made it feel like there was more of a weapon triangle dynamic, and it actually did really positively affect my experience when I played Maddening. It's one of my favorite parts about it. But as far as like AS system removed, AS has like been a fundamental part of Fire Emblem for such a long time. AS needs to be in the game. Like it needs to be in the game I can't imagine, like if you remove AS, then you're going back to like, I don't know, like FE1 and like FE4, which had Pursuit, I think, as this AS like doubling skill or something like that. Yeah. Brandon, most underrated Fire Emblem Three Houses character? Ooh, geez. I don't know. I kind of like this is because I'm really into Blue Lions and like Dimitri right now. But like I would like for people to like really understand how much shit Cornelia does in the game, because like there's a lot of lore about her, and how she's like really instrumental in like the demise, and like it's just so crazy. It's like, man, she's everywhere. She's like such like, you don't really like expect her to be doing a lot, but she actually matters like so much. I think it'd be cool like for someone to like make a collection of like Cornelia's background. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Again, these are all like really great topics for future videos. What's your microphone setup? Asking for a friend. I have a Rode Procaster, and I have a stand, and I have a soundboard. Well, not a soundboard, sorry, just a board, which is an M Audio, like a really cheap one that I got at a music store in town. But yeah, a Rode Procaster. I forget what like the whole thing's called. Rode Procaster. It's a good one though. It's good. It's a really good one. That's my answer for you. Death by Far. Is Ghast still a buff nerd? Yeah, dude. I am trying to get the gains still. I'm trying to still get those gains. Whatever. Who are some other FE voice actors that you want to interview? Well, I have one coming up very soon. This is post Josija, and that was one that I really want to do for a while. That was the Josija one was like really fun. I really feel like we got into like a deep conversation. I was pretty nervous though. Like, I tried, like you probably can't really tell, but like, my pits were damp, if you know what I mean. But I think that one went really well. They all are so much fun. The next one is going to be really fun as well. And, ones that I'd like to do in the future, I would say Allegra Clark. She seems like such a fun person to chat with. They all seem like great folks. Like, I don't want to like single anyone out or not talk about anyone, but I feel like if I could chat, like I'd really love to chat with Allegra. She'd be super fun to talk to. Peter O, who is your favorite character from Three Houses, Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance, and or Radiant Dawn? Answering that last question from upstairs, it was Zehark and Tanith in reverse order. Nope. Zehark, Tanith. Yeah, probably just Zehark and Tanith. Burb, looking back at your past self, did you expect to come this far on YouTube? Are you satisfied with who you are now and wish you can do more? Oh man. Okay. I don't think anyone who starts YouTube would expect to like come this far and still like be consistently posting. There's a lot of people who were like, whose last video were like 1 or 2 years ago, who seem to kind of have it all together or like have like such a massive fan base. And I'm really happy that I was able to stick with it. And even though Fire Emblem is so niche still, and my channel is like, I feel like relatively pretty big for Fire Emblem being so small. I'm really happy with how far I've come along. My ultimate big supreme goal is 100K and getting a plaque. For someone like me and Mangs and stuff like that, who are in such a niche zone, getting that accomplishment, I think would be so huge, for FE tubers, and just kind of having the real goal that is something you actually can do. And Mangs is going to get it within like, he's going to hit 100K probably in the next like 3 or 4 months. I might hit it in like a year. I hope, if I stay consistent, but that has always been like my big goal. And when I hit 50K, I was like, this is a possibility. And then when I hit 60K, I was like, okay. And now I'm kind of on like an uptide of like people clicking subscribe and stuff like that. And my channel's really growing. So I just got to keep doing what works. And I really hope that one day I can have a plaque that says Farghast on it. Holy Rune asks, what's your personal hate map? Ooh, my personal hate map? Probably something in Thracia. Are mac and cheese and chicken nuggets valid as adult cuisine? Yeah, dude. Everything's valid as adult cuisine when you're an adult, because you can just make that choice. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for these questions for the day. There's still a ton more. I always appreciate making these kinds of videos because they're so fun to interact with you guys. And even though I can't really get to every single comment that someone comments down on a particular video, these Q&As and Ask Ghasts or whatever are really fun ways for me to like chat with you folks and keeping you guys engaged and whatnot, and like keeping myself engaged. These are really interesting questions to talk about, and I'm really happy that you guys are so active. Having you guys as a community is really fun, especially for like right now, which isn't like the best time in my life. it's still great to like kind of lean back on you folks and be like, yeah, I got a pretty sweet ass community backing me right now. So guys, that's going to do it for this round of Ask Gast. There's still a ton more questions in this particular thread. And if you want to leave a like and comment down below, that really helps these videos kind of reach as many people as possible. And if you want to support the channel, please hit subscribe and hit the bell and hit all. And if you want to support me and support the channel past just liking and commenting and subscribing, my Patreon is linked down below. We have 3 tiers: Mercenary, which is $4 a month, Lord, which is $10, and Great Lord, which is $15. And with that being said, hope you guys are going to enjoy a really, really fun week of content, in my opinion. Well, I mean, I guess before it actually, a fun week for me in preparing content, I should say. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.